Hey everyone, I don't need these, do I? I'm talking. I'm not listening. Um, Graham here with the latest updates on the beta pre-launch of We Share Abundance. Okay, and it is what is it? September the 6th, 2021, and the last couple of days things haven't been working too well, largely due to my incompetence. Not had microphones turned on and things like that. So I better check that we are working today. I'm going to go to our Facebook group, We Share Abundance publicly, and check that we're streaming there. We should be streaming also on YouTube and in Twitch, wherever you're watching from, whatever country, whatever medium. You're extremely welcome. God bless you for being here. And let me get to Facebook and check that I'm not talking to myself or sounding like a drowning Dalek, as it was put the other day. So, hopefully, yeah, it looks like it. It looks like we're here. And we have the northeast of England at the top of the comments, Russ Cowley. And he says, I'm loud and clear, not like a drowning Dalek today. Okay, good. And then we've got Ramachandra, who is our exile in India. He's from the UK, but he visited India. COVID broke out and he's stuck in India. And we've got other people. We've got somebody from Australia stuck in the Philippines. People are stuck all over the world because of this crazy nonsense about countries closing their borders because somebody might just come in and infect them with COVID when they've already got COVID in there anyway, However, right. And then we've got Morocco, and it seems to be a little bit slow tonight. Usually we've got a few more people in by this time. I don't think I'm early, am I? No, I'm on time though, which people are perhaps not used to. So there we go. So we'll give it a little bit longer and hope that we get a few more people in so that I don't have to repeat things and so they don't have to watch the replay to get the information. So while we're waiting, England suffered a typical batting collapse in the test match today. They had a good platform from the two openers for a change, and they squandered it. And all credit to India, particularly after lunch, they put in a really, really good display in the field. Their bowlers were magnificent, particularly Bupara, and all credit to India for a very, very convincing and good victory. England dropped 6 catches in India's second innings and missed a run out that I could have executed. And if you give opposition that many chances at this level, you're not going to win, are you? You're not going to win. You can't get away with that in club cricket, let alone in Test cricket. So England have got to go away and do a bit of work and have a rethink about their attitude to the game, I think. Okay, so who else have we got now? We've got South Africa, South Korea. We've got United States, Bronx, New York. We've got Nigeria. We've got India. So to those from India that are visiting us on this evening, once again, congratulations. India now have a 2-1 lead in this 5-match series with 1 drawn. So England cannot win this series. India can win, or it could end up drawn if England managed to come back and put in a test match performance in the final test, which starts, when does it start? On Friday, I think. So it'll be interesting to see if England can gain some respect back. Okay. Right. Peter Gibney, Mamas and Papas. Monday, Monday, can't trust that day. Okay. And we've got Greece as well, Lampro from Greece. Hi, Greece. Greece and Greece go together, really. When I was a kid, my grandmother used to rub goose grease on anybody that came within 2 feet of her that had even the slightest runny nose. So you'd got to make sure that you never sniffed or sniffled or anything round my grandmother. Otherwise, you'd have your shirt off and goose grease rubbed all over you. Okay. So there we go. And we got more from Nigeria. So let's get started with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love they may find the joy of service, and through that service attract into their lives all they want and need from you. Amen. Okay, so we're ready to rock and roll now. And we got Suriname just popped in while I was giving the prayer. And Dave, must have missed the bus, Dave. I think he's usually up at the top there with Ross. And more from India, Suchitra. Okay, we are here to give you the updates on where we are with our pre-launch situation. We like to keep you updated on tickets and things like that. And really, there's nothing to update you on there. Everything is up to date. The teams that volunteer to answer your support tickets and do your KYC verifications and anything like that, pay your withdrawals, all this sort of thing, are amazing. And that is always up to date, unless things get referred to me, and occasionally I don't get at them, but I've been pretty good at that as well recently. So even the stuff referred to me has been handled. On the development side, we are getting closer and closer to launching our new site, and that's been much awaited by many of us for a long time. The note from Devyani is short today, but it tells us all we want to know, really. It says, "Hello, Graham. Today, both myself and Madan did rigorous system testing and fixed issues and bugs. This is concerning the new site and the transfer of the database from the old site to the new site, which is a complex process because they're not compatible databases." And the second sentence says, "The progress will continue the whole of this week. And regards." And that's the third sentence. So that's it, short and to the point. Devyani wrote the code for being able to transfer the database and all the aspects that were needed from the database to the new website. And what they're doing now is they're testing it, as she said, rigorously, because it's got to be done right. And it's going to take the rest of this week. How much longer than that, we don't know. She may get it all tested and be happy with it this week. It may run into next week. But once that's done, we will have a definite idea of when the new site can be launched. Because once she's happy with all the testing and everything, then she'll be able to come up with information for me on exactly how it's going to work, how long it will take, when it will be done, what time of the day, or whether we need to close the site down, or whatever we need to do, and we'll be getting the new site available. So what's so important about the new site? Well, in a nutshell, the new site is everything that we want it to be. It is really rock solid foundations for us for the future. The existing site we have is working extremely well, considering the way it was put together and everything else. And that's largely, again, due to Devyani patching it up as we've gone along, and we've invested in a database analyst and things like that to help us. And so the site has been running pretty well, but we couldn't add anything to it. We couldn't make changes in things because it would just upset the apple cart. And if we added things, it would just make the apple cart creak and crack, and the wheels would sort of collapse, and there'd be apples all over the place. So we need the new site so that we can move forward with the things that we want to do. And the things that we want to do are to create a good acceptance of our tokens. We need our tokens to be accepted globally, so that they have strong liquidity. The value will look after itself. The value of the tokens, don't worry about. That's a done deal. That's the easy part. We can push the value, but it's no good having $1 million token if nobody wants to buy 10 cents worth of it. You've got to have a token. It doesn't matter on the value of the token. With token currency, coin, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter the value as long as people are clamoring for it. If people are saying, I want some of that, I want some of that, you can sell as much as you want. And the more people that want it, the higher the price goes as well. So it's that liquidity. And today I've been discussing with somebody who is well versed in cryptocurrencies as well, just preliminary sort of discussions for the future. I know he's got a big project on himself at the moment, but he was not averse to giving us a hand when he's got time. He didn't say he would, but he didn't say he wouldn't. And this is the type of help we need. This isn't somebody that says, "Oh yeah, I'm an expert on getting cryptocurrencies up. You burn some and you do this and you do." No. This is somebody that knows cryptos inside out and can develop a proper strategy for us, and maybe even come up with something that's totally unique, like our community here is totally unique. So we're constantly moving in the right direction, and prayers are answered by these people. This is somebody I'd never heard of, I didn't know of, and all of a sudden we have a relationship that's come to us from out there in the universe, because we're casting out these ideas into the universe, and it's throwing back things at us that are getting us where we want to go. It started 10 or 12 years ago, and probably longer than that actually, but effectively let's put it at 10 years. And it's been a constant evolution, and at every step we've found something that has helped us move to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. And now it's all coming together much faster than it ever has in the past. And so we need this new site to be able to cope with all the things that are coming together so that we can implement them. And that is the important thing, because once we are able to implement these things on the new site, then we can satisfy a lot of our members who joined with misinformation about what we were, people thinking we were an investment opportunity or a business op or whatever, and we've never been that. We will have a business opportunity side with the new site, but we are a community. We are a community of like-minded individuals who seek more than just material gains. And that is part of our mission statement. And that doesn't mean we've got a lot of people there that don't care about money. No. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with making money. There's nothing wrong with being able to generate income and look after your future and look after your family. In fact, I have an affirmation that I do, and it talks about it. Let me get one of this. Here we go. And it's a good affirmation, and you can all use it. It comes from my guru, this particular one, but I mean, I've got a lot of affirmations, they don't all, but this one does. And I'm so happy and grateful for now earning money to discharge my heaven-awarded responsibility to maintain myself and others and to banish disease and poverty from the world. Okay? Beautiful affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful for now earning money to discharge my heaven-awarded responsibility to maintain myself and others and to banish disease and poverty from the world. So that's what we're about in this community. And it's fine. We can go out there and we can make money, and through generating income in the whole community, we increase the gross national product of the community, and then we have funds that will be left over to help other charitable works. We'll be able to help our members, and we'll be able to bring people above the poverty line and give them hope. And so that's what we are. But we will have a business opportunity side, and with the new site that rolled into everything else we're doing will enable us to allow our members to generate income that will be paid whenever they want to withdraw it. Basically, you can withdraw it 10 times a day. We'll only pay them once a day. We'll probably pay 8 o'clock in the morning and till we've paid all the withdrawals. And then anything that came in after 8 o'clock won't get paid till the next day, and so on. So that's how it'll work. But that will make a lot of people that are members of our community much happier. There's lots and lots of other things that'll be coming along, cleaner, faster, better systems, all sorts of wonderful stuff that you'll be thrilled to have. And it's within touching distance almost, it's going to be here. It's going to be here this month. I am absolutely certain of that. We've said, we're hoping for the end of June, the end of July, the end of August. I truly now believe that site will be available in September. Okay. Right. Let's have a look who else is in. Got more from the USA, Southern Alabama, Cyprus, New Zealand, Burundi, Muscat, Oman. Jiraya, you're not from Muscat either. You're from, is it Australia you're from as well? Maybe you won't be able to get back into Australia, although they're talking about opening their borders now. And some of the states are not happy about it because some of the states like Western Australia have been pretty much COVID-free and not been affected by it. But now they're going to let everybody in there. And so it's crazy, isn't it? Okay. Nigeria and Vietnam. Lovely to see people from all over the world. We are here to help. What it says on this, banish poverty from the world, bring hope where there was despair, and that's what our community is about. Will people make money as a result of being a part of our community? Yeah, of course they will. Of course they will. Some people will make fortunes. In fact, there are fortunes to be made right now. And Weezer token is selling currently for peanuts, less than peanuts, quarter of a peanut. It's selling. You can buy 3 tokens for 1 cent US dollar, 1 cent US dollar. Get yourself 3 tokens. Those tokens in the not too distant future, I know, will be over $1,000 each. I'm not talking about tomorrow or next week. When I talk about the not too distant future, I'm talking about 2 or 3 years, 4 years maybe. But they're going to not just stay where they are now and then jump to that in 4 years' time. Of course, there's going to be a steady increment. And so even if you bought $10 worth now and they went to $1, you'd be making a huge return on your investment. But my advice is don't sell them at $1. They're going to go much, much higher. But my other advice is buy them now, because you're never going to be able to get them cheaper. Once the new site is up and we start doing things to enhance the acceptance of our tokens, you will never, ever see them at this silly price again. Okay, so that's where we are with the development, and that's why we're doing it, and that's what we're about. and yeah, Leon is here from California as well, and he's reminding us that it's Labor Day in the United States, bank holiday there today. So all you guys that are from the USA, welcome here, and thank you for being here on a holiday. When you could have been barbecuing with your friends if the COVID authorities will let you, depending on where you live, I suppose. We've got the Philippines in. Wonderful to see people from the Philippines. Early hours of the morning in the Philippines, and the people are here, spending time here with us. Lovely to see you all. Can you give us a screenshot of the site? The site won't look any different initially. It's the back end that is going to be different. We will be enhancing the cosmetics of the site, and there'll be new things going on there, but essentially it won't look much different, but it'll operate a lot differently. They'll be different in your back office. Okay, so there we go. We got more people from Nigeria bobbing in. Jiraiya says, yeah, I'm going to live permanently in Adelaide, working in Oman Muscat. Business venture in addition to my profession. I'm going to wind up and leave for Australia, as most of my family members live in Aussie. Okay. So so there you go. That's Jiraiya. He's off to Australia. And as I say, I think they're opening the borders now. They wouldn't let anybody in at one time. Okay, what else do we do today? We'll give you the numbers, the updates on what's happening with our numbers. Things are in a little bit of a lull, and they have been for a while, because people have been waiting for this new site. Would we have it by Christmas last year? You know, that was always unlikely, but we were hoping that we could have perhaps had it on our anniversary of our beta pre-launch, which would have been April, but that didn't work either. But September is the month. Remember, September, not the 5th of November. Okay. So what's happening right now is our net registrations are up by 30 in the last 24 hours. We talk about net registrations because we remove anybody that's not logged in for 2 months, doesn't have an active stake, and we take all those people out. So the net difference is we've just as an example, if we removed 100 people and we've got 30 people net increase, it means we actually had 130 registrations. Okay, makes sense? I'm not saying we had 100 taken out. Sometimes it's 50, sometimes it's 200. It has been thousands. So it just depends on the day. But usually we have a net increase, and today it's 30. And what else do? We have the people that are logging in on a regular basis. These are what we class as our active members. And these are what everybody should be doing, really, is logging in on a daily basis, because that is a service to the community, a service to your fellow members, as well as earning you free cryptocurrency. But unfortunately, only about 35 to 40% log in on a regular basis. So that is standing at 17,218 active members. This is averaged over the last few completed days, and that is down 140 on the average from yesterday. And next we have the pools. Once again, these are net figures, because some of the people we remove had expired stakes, which would have shown in our numbers. And pool 1 is up by a net increase of 4 people to 37,156 people that have staked pool 1. And elite membership, people that have staked all 6 pools, excuse me, is up by a net 14 to 23,067. Site ranking is still going up. We're getting better rankings every day, both in WeShare Abundance and Multiply Weezer, and that is rather extraordinary because of where we are. We're in sort of limbo, and yet our site ranking is getting better all the time. WeShare Abundance up 35 places on yesterday to being ranked as the 9,471st most popular or most visited site globally. And Multiply Weezer is up by 48 places to 22,196 ranked site. So both sites doing really well for whatever reason. Multiply Weezer, it's even more surprising that is going up by bigger numbers than WeShare Abundance, because we only had 3 new email verified members registering in the last 24 hours, and nobody that has not bought advertising before has bought advertising. That doesn't mean that nobody bought advertising, but if you bought advertising, then you're classed as a pro member. If you've never bought advertising, you're classed as a free member. So nobody has moved from free to pro. But pro members buy quite often, they'll top up their advertising, particularly things like login ads, which are extremely powerful. Okay, so no change there. And our bonus pool in Multiply Weezer is up by just $7 to $8,859.90. And the tokens at the moment, as I say, don't worry about the prices, but buy the tokens because they are low, particularly Weezer token. You will not regret buying. We've got some members that have tens of thousands of Weezer tokens now, and that will make them multimillionaires. Okay, our Weezer Abundance token, Weezer Abundance, is down a fraction, about $1 on yesterday in both Waves and in your back office. And the Weezer token is actually up again by a tiny fraction. It's about 1/3 of a cent shown in coin ranking, and in Waves it's about, it's over 1/4 of a cent now. It's gone up a little bit over 1/4 of a cent per token. Crazy low prices. Buy them. Buy. $256.12 is the trading volume for Weezer tokens in the last 24 hours. And our coin ranking for Weezer tokens dropped one place to 1,178. We don't have figures for the WISA Abundance token at this time. It's not been around long enough to be ranked. So that'll come within the next month or so. So that's where we are. That's the news on what we have. We are also, at the moment, while we are in this sort of limbo situation, recommending some totally free programs that are out there that can benefit our members by earning them cash now or in the very near future at no risk, because they're free. Tapestry is one of these, and that was due to launch today, but they found it wasn't a bug really, it was something that they hadn't really anticipated well enough, and that was the fact that this is an app that you download and it tracks your geographical movements, but totally anonymously. It doesn't pick up your home, for example. It will only pick up a registered business. But what they hadn't anticipated was that some people's homes are actually also a registered business. People in service industries, chiropodists is one that they quoted, but some accountants, lots of people work from home, especially nowadays. And if they have that registered address as a business, then it would pick up their home address because it's a business. So they don't want to do that. They only want to pick up business addresses. So now they've got they know how to do it. They found a way of doing it, and it will be simply pre-registering your home address so that it will be isolated. It will not be tracked as a business, because it's got to be, they want it to be 100% anonymous. They don't want people to know where you live, what your name is, or anything like that. All they want to do is track movements. So if you go from Caffè Nero to Costco, they can sell that information. You know, we have 2,000 people today went to Caffè Nero and then went to Costco, and that information, for whatever reason, has value. But it doesn't mean you're going to get targeted with these things like you get on Facebook and lots of other places, where you visit a site just out of curiosity, and then for the next 3 months you're bombarded with banners from that site asking you why you've not bought anything. So nothing like that. But they've postponed it to put this in operation to make sure that it is 100% anonymous. And they anticipate that won't even take the rest of the week. So they anticipate launching this week. But what it means is they are allowing people to take up the affiliate offer that they have. You get 13 months affiliate membership for $9.95. Once they actually allow people to download the app, it will be $9.95 a month. So you can save well over $100 by chucking in $9.95 now, if you want to be an affiliate. If you look at the numbers, most of you would want to be an affiliate, in all honesty. For $9.95 for 13 months, you would be really well advised to have a crack at it, and it will 10 times at least your income from this free app. Okay, so that's one of them, Tapestry. I just had an email from iHub, which is another free thing. They give you a little mining machine, and you can buy them if you want, but they'll send you one free, and then you rent it from them basically. So the money that you earn will be reduced because they'll take a rental income out of it. So that's how that works out at free. If you want to make more money, you can buy them, but it's about $400 or $500. Maybe down the line, when you start making some cash, you can buy it out of your profits perhaps, and then increase your profitability. So there's an email from them come in recently, but I've not had a chance to look at it. And we have a close affinity with Havasu, who are running a $1 billion raffle. In fact, they're going to be running subsequent $1 billion raffles to raise funds for charities. And they've also put together, partly through consultation with us, because we've helped them introduce quite a lot of members in their sort of pre-launch stage before they get out there selling the tickets. And they put together a program, and they're going to give you a $100 raffle ticket, which is amazing. When you get this ticket, you're in monthly raffles leading up to the big raffle for little prizes like cars and vacation and things like that. And then there are the main raffle prizes. You've got a 1 in 3 chance of winning those for anything between $10 and $1 billion. And ultimately, on the 12th raffle, they will have the prize, the top prize will be hiked up to $5 billion. But they're intending to raise, like, I think, is it $3 billion a month? I've got two figures in my mind, and I'm not sure which one it is. Whether it's $3 billion a month or $7 billion a month for charity. And that'll be apportioned through a charities committee that say, okay, you need money and it's a good cause, and they give it to these people, and it's all well run and above board, highly regulated, global license for the raffle, and you will have an opportunity as a VIP executive, where they're going to give you a $100 raffle ticket, but you can also earn colossal amounts on a bi-weekly basis. It was originally, I told you it was weekly, but it's every 2 weeks they're going to pay out, and you need to qualify for the payout as well. But it's very easy to qualify. It's so easy that everybody will qualify, unless they do nothing. If you want to stay in bed all day, then you're never going to get to the bottom of your garden, are you? Okay, so there's a lot going on there. We have, I think, 5 programs that we're promoting. You'll find them in the back office. They're all free, and they can all make you handsome income with absolutely no risk. So that's the other news. But the Havasu, there is a webinar on Wednesday this week, which will be at 8 o'clock. And you need to pre-register for that webinar, and you need to get into that webinar and learn all the ins and outs of what's going on there. I'm going to be talking with Dave from Havasu. He's the brains behind this $1 billion raffle. When we finish here, and running through a few things with him, I've got a few questions to ask, and he's got a few things he wants to run by me. And once we've got all that sorted out, we'll look at how this can benefit We Share Abundance as well, as a team effort. All these programs that you join, that we're recommending, that are totally free, we have a corporate link for. it's in my name, but that's the corporate link. And any money that comes in through that, in commissions or lottery winnings or whatever it might be, goes to the benefit of the We Share Abundance community. So it not only helps you make some money like that, but it also helps We Share Abundance make some money like that. Okay. So you know, whatever comes in can only benefit us and help us get where we're going faster. So that is that is basically what I've got for you today. Where are we? I remember seeing Jiraiya explaining that he's going back to Aussie. And then we've got more from Nigeria. Russ Cowley bought 2,000 tokens for less than $4. Yeah. See that's a wise move. $4. You know, what's that? It's like a cup of coffee in the UK, probably. I don't drink coffee, but I know you go into one of these coffee bars and things, and they charge you like £3 or £4 for a cup of coffee. If you're drinking, man, it's a pint of beer, I suppose. I don't know what beer costs now. I've not been in a pub since this COVID thing started, but I think it was around about £4 a pint before COVID. So it's going to be around about the same now, I guess. So it's a pint of beer or a cup of coffee, $4. And he's got 2,000 tokens. If they only go to $1, do you think that's a good investment? What if they go to $10? 2,000 tokens at $10, 20 grand. Not bad for a $4 punt, is it? What if they go to $100? That's $200,000. That's getting into big money. And what if they go to $500? And I think they're going to go to double that. But if they go to $500, he's a millionaire for $4. Get in there, buy all you can. They won't last very long. I tell you, once we start moving them, once we start get the new side up and we start moving the tokens, you will not see them at that price ever again. Okay. We got more from Manchester, UK, and more from Nigeria. And somebody there saying it's Akpumadei. I've made a mess of that name probably. Johnson, I've got that last bit right. I'm pretty sure. He's on about the Avazu $1 billion raffle. Yeah, we have a little song we sing. Avazu, zoo, zoo. A win for you is a win for me. Avazu, zoo, zoo. It's $1 billion spree. Avazu, zoo, zoo. We're a happy family. Avazu, zoo, zoo. We're all helping charity. And the reason why we sing it's a win for you is a win for me is because if you sell somebody that winning ticket for $1 billion, Avazu are going to give you $1 million. If you sell somebody a ticket that wins one of the hundreds of $1 million prizes, you get $100,000, I think. And, you know, so a win for you is a win for me. Avazu, zoo, zoo. Okay. Right. Please, I need a reunion code, not a link, to access the webinar. A registration code. Well, a registration code would be a link. It's in your back office. I sent it out to everybody in a message. It should be in your inbox today. If you do what you should do and read your emails and not just open them and go somewhere else and then click delete, boom, you would know. Okay, and we got Cape Town, South Africa. Okay, you can buy tokens in the Waves Exchange. Yes, you can. That is the only place you can get them at the moment. I'm done. See you, boss. See you, warriors. Okay, Russ Kelly's gone as well. It's 1:45. not 2:45 like this Frank Sinatra. 2:45, so set 'em up, Joe. Play another record. Not that one. No, it's 7:45. So we're pretty much done now anyway. The link for the Tapestry have a webinar tonight as well. The link for both the Tapestry webinar tonight and the Havasu webinar on Wednesday is in your inbox, in your back office of We Share Abundance. And that pretty much covers it. And that'll do us for tonight. And I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. And maybe I'll have some more information for you from the horse's mouth. Maybe not. It depends on what he asks me to keep to myself, which sometimes people do. They say, okay, I'm telling you this and I want your feedback, but I don't want you to tell anybody. So if that's the case, obviously I would respect that and I wouldn't pass it on. But if it's information I can pass on, you will have it as clearly as I can make it defined. But in the meantime, keep singing and keep doing, keep sharing love, keep sharing abundance. It will come back to you. It will come back to you. It's a natural law. All you've got to do is just keep putting it out there. Keep putting it out there. Don't expect anything back. It will come. Okay? Have a zoo, zoo, zoo. A win for you is a win for me. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a zoo, zoo, zoo. It's $1 billion